Hey folks, this is Vince with Ad's Gaming Addiction, and once again we're going to play Rise to Ruins. This is just going to be a quick stream to see how the game has progressed over the course of the last couple of years. I think the last time I touched this was back in 2018. So yeah, I wanted to revisit, see how the game was going now. The game is no longer under development. When I covered it in 2018 it is no longer. It's about 15 bucks on Steam should you wish to pick it up for yourself. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. This is a pixelated city builder of sorts. I don't claim to be very good at it. Let's just take a look at the main menu. There's play, map editor, settings, credits, and change profile. Under settings, just pause if you want to see this in greater detail. If I hit OK here, my window will resize. I don't like that. I don't know why that is, but I'm in windowed mode right now. And you can actually drag the window out if you drag and move the mouse. But every time I hit OK, it seems to like resize it, and I don't like that, but so it goes. But yeah, you can see everything here. Music and sound effects, sliders. I do have the music off for the sake of the commentary and to prevent any sort of copyright issues. Alright, so we're going to jump into play. There is a map editor. There's also a skirmish mode, but we're going to jump into the world map so you can see all the different worlds that you can choose from. Alright, so it gives you all of this, and you can pick a map. I recommend this Quiet Forest to start with. There's also Spring Land and Clear Land. These are nice. I'm going to go ahead and choose Quiet Forest here, establish a village. There's also custom difficulty modes that I didn't show you, but on the very top of the screen, on the prior screen, you can choose between like sandbox, peaceful, traditional, survival, which is harder than traditional. I chose a custom difficulty. I disabled something called Blood Moons, which is a really nasty, I guess, attack wave of sorts. I mean, I've played other games that feature Blood Moons, so yeah. But I disabled that. I disabled disasters and other things to make the game slightly easier. Alright, so I'm just going to put my camp here. And pretty soon some villagers here will just sort of spawn, and there they go. I'm going to turn up the volume mixer slightly, though. That might be too loud. Okay. So, real quick, top middle of the screen is your resources. You've got, like, wood and cut boards, rocks, cut stones, and crystals, food. On the right-hand side, you've got gold coins, water, and energy. Coins are used at the marketplace. Water is used by people. That's something new I wasn't expecting. I haven't seen that before, so the developer must have added that. They've also added this trash mechanic, which is kind of weird. But let's just go ahead and get some food and water going. On the right-hand side of the screen is a build menu. I'm going to click on food and water. Now, there's a ton of buildings to choose from. I don't want to read all of these off to you. That would just take forever. But I'm going to put down a couple of farms, middle mouse to deselect or escape to deselect, whatever you want. You've got a blue bar that fills up. It's your influence. You can perform different abilities like grab, meteor, motivate land, healing aura, summon holy golem, and recall. There's like different god powers that you can activate, and you're going to spend that blue influence to do it. To the right, you've got like main menu, mini map. You can toggle that on or off. Statistics, data views, problem panel, building list, resource list, population list, village efficiency, and music. And then on the left-hand side are your jobs. Right now, I've only got the one job right now. Looks like they're out of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and on the bottom left-hand corner, there's a harvest wood button. I'm going to just click and hold and select all of this wood here, and they'll go and chop it. I can do the same thing with this harvest rock. I can just find rock, chop it up. Yellow means that they could access it to chop it, but they're not doing it right now. Red means they can't access it yet because it's blocked by something else. So, for example, you've got this red dot here. No one can reach it because there's trees bordering it. But once this green one is chopped away, this will become yellow or green, depending on whether or not they're immediately chopping it. Alright, so right now we're building some farms. They'll carry the builders will carry the resources over to the farms and go ahead and build it. And while I'm waiting, let's just check my stream and make sure we're all kosher. Alright, looks like it. Okay, cool. Like I said, this isn't going to be a terribly long stream. This is a game that you could play for several hours, and I don't have... It's 10 o'clock p.m. on a school night, and I don't have several hours. But I at least want to show you something. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward time to 2x. Any further than 2x, the game gives you a warning saying, hey, don't do that. The game may break, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so now I'm going to assign farmers to these farms here. But right now you'll notice that on the left-hand side, the numbers are red, where it says 12 out of 12, 2 out of 2. That means I've assigned too many people to jobs. I don't have enough people to fill the job. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 builders away from my total of 12. And now I've got an even number. 12 people, 10 builders, 2 farmers. When this is built, 1 farmer will work on this one, and 1 farmer will work on this one. In the meantime, I guess we'll go ahead and get other things going. There is a rain catcher for water. There's a well. So there's also a bottled water mechanic in this game too, where you get dirty water out of the ground, and someone, a water master, I guess they're called, has to purify it at this water purifier building. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe put that there next to the well. Do I want a rain catcher? Sure, why not? That way, if it rains, we'll get a ton of water. I'm trying to squeeze it in here somewhere. Guess we'll put that there for now. People are going to want places to live. So let's go ahead and go to housing. And there's a housing. There's also a doggo house. You can get dogs in this game. I think they serve as defense, but don't quote me on it. Again, I don't play this very often. Alright, so let's just line up some houses here. 1, 2. I think each house holds like 4 or 5 people. So we'll do... I guess there's 3 there, and... well, I don't know. Can I fit 2 here? 1 there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. No. I'm off by 1. I should have thought a little bit further into that, but that's alright. Let's just do that. Can't, there's gravel. Alright, well, we'll just stick with those for right now. It's going to take time for them to do their thing. Looks like some nomads arrived and some people joined my village. So now I've got 5 people not doing anything. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 to the builders, 1 water master, and I'm going to add the rest as farmers. I still have some unemployed people, but that'll change once I start getting other jobs up and running. Alright. Now you have a build limit on how many buildings you can build before you have to upgrade your town center. You can also build this ancillary to increase the number of build slots you have. In the upper left-hand corner, you can see your population. You can see how many ancillaries you have, how many total buildings you have, and how many you can hold. It says 9 out of 12 right now, so I can hold like 3 more buildings before I'm forced to upgrade in some way. But right now, people are just building stuff. My makeshift water purifier is up and running. You can set your limits on the left-hand side. If you click on the building, you can see make and then maintain. I just keep everything at maintain. This chest means it'll store at whatever the village limit is naturally. Let's go ahead and harvest this rock here. Try and make some room. Looks like there's trash piling up. I'm going to go ahead and find that trash structure if I can. There we go. Burner, landfill, processor, trash can. Let's just do the landfill for right now. We'll put that somewhere out of the way. Maybe up here. Where do I want to put it? Put it down here. Yeah, I might expand in that direction. There is a day and night cycle. Monsters will spawn at night, so you gotta be careful there. Maybe I'll wait for this house to be finished. Maybe then I can build further out. You can click on someone on the very bottom of the screen. You can see their stats. They've got general health, food, water, energy, and I guess that's temperature. Lifelong constitution and social. So it's sort of like The Sims. They have to take care of certain needs to survive. Alright, so it looks like one of my houses is done. We're holding 4 people right now. We need to hold 17, so we're going to need more houses than this. Let's see if I can build further out. No, I can't. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to throw this here. And we're going to want like a trash can somewhere. I guess back. That's fine. Add a second water master. Okay, second house is done. Working on the third one. You may want to consider adding a couple more houses. We've got 2 farms. No food. Let's go ahead and get some food. There's harvest food and water, and it looks like there's some food over here. So we'll just select that. These are like carrots, I guess. They'll take the carrots from here, move them over to the farms and plant them. They'll also eat them. I'll go ahead and grab these 2 while I'm at it. Okay, almost done with that. Can I fit that? No. Alright, so I'll just do that. And I'm out of building slots now. So this is where I would want to come to my town center. And if I click on it, on the very bottom, you can click the upgrade button. And in doing so, you have to spend 6 wood and 6 rocks. Wood being from the trees, rocks being from here. Nothing refined yet. The more you upgrade, the more intensive the materials. But if I upgrade it, I get 4 extra building slots, plus 1 builders, range generated plus 2. We'll go ahead and just upgrade. You can set priorities on the same window. There's a plus and minus here. Actually, that's for workers. Increase or decrease the amount of people there. You can see it says bot building priority. You can increase with the green arrows and downgrade with the red. I know it's hard to see. The UI is relatively small for me, but again, if I start messing with the options menu, my window resizes and it's a pain to change. Alright, they're almost done chopping all this wood away. I'm going to go ahead and select more trees for cutting. Maybe get rid of this here. Maybe get rid of that over there. You can also increase the size of your paintbrush. Bottom left-hand corner. Yeah, you can see it's just... Yeah, you can see the purple outline there. Just increase or decrease the brush size with the plus and minus buttons. Simple stuff. Alright, so it looks like our trash is done. I'm going to go ahead and assign someone to that. That means we'll have to assign someone away from something else. We'll do... I think I'm content with 3 farm... No, let's do 10 builders. That's fine. I want 4 farmers. I want to make sure that we're managing our food well and making sure we're keeping a nice stock. Again, very top middle, you can see raw vegetables for eating, 26 out of 51. We'll take the crops that we harvest in the environment, bring them back, plant them, and then they grow into more vegetables. Now, like, here's an example there. Looks like they might be storing that. Okay. Alright, so we're at 50% here. What I may want to do is find my fountain. Let's see, that's under food and water. People will drink from the fountains. So, oh, there's the rain is pouring. That's good. This rainwater collector is storing. You can see in the upper right-hand corner there, The water is sort of capped out around 200. It's going up further, 220, 240. So having a rainwater collector is a good idea. But I still want a fountain so people can drink from it. I can also create a bottler, which you can assign a worker to bottle up water, and they'll carry this bottled water around, and that way they don't have to, like, take time out of their day to go to the fountain and drink. I don't think I need that right away. I wouldn't mind having one at some point. I'm going to risk a fast forward. We're at 3x now. Yeah, the game yelled at me earlier because I was going beyond 2x. But we'll risk it. Alright, so that's now upgraded. I'm going to go ahead and build a small fountain somewhere. I don't know if I can fit it. I'm trying to make use of my space wisely. I guess we'll put that there. And we need rocks for that, so now we have to wait for that to be built. We still have 10 builders, 4 farmers, 2 water masters, and 1 trasher. Let's go back. Water's still looking good. I wouldn't mind a clinic. We can start making bandages. What else are we going to want? Night has arrived. Everything is calm. Yeah, this is where the monsters would spawn if there were any. Speaking of defense, there's golems, towers, and miscellaneous. Under towers, I start with the bow towers personally. These are pretty cheap. Crystals, wood, and rocks. Crystal is another resource I didn't show you yet, but there's little blue crystals on the ground over here that you can harvest. I'll just go ahead and assign some of that now. But yeah, the bow towers will just automatically shoot at anything nearby. So that's a good starting point. You will need, I believe, a building that will construct arrows. So it's not like you can just build... You need ammo for stuff in this game. So there is a building for that. Sling tower, spray tower, static tower, phantom dart tower, attract tower, and so on. Golems I haven't really gotten around to building yet in any of my playthroughs, but supposedly they're a lot better than your typical wooden towers. Let's go with... I always like clinics and stuff. I'll go ahead and put a clinic. Oh, that fits nice. Well done. And let's back out of there. Chicken coop needs a ranger lodge or outpost, and then a kitchen. So I'm going to need at least 3 buildings when building this clucker coop. It's raining again. Awesome. Alright, harvesting. Let's go ahead and put down a lumber shack. This will recruit people solely for the benefit of just chopping down trees. I'm going to try and put that... I don't know, there's a forest there, so I guess we'll put that there. Mining facility. There's a ton of rock up this way, so I wouldn't mind putting this, I don't know, like that. Crystal harvestry. I'm going to wait on that. It takes 8 boards, and I don't have anything to refine wood at the moment. But those 2 should suffice, and we're also going to build more housing for our people. So maybe I'll put... Oh, we're out of building slots again. So we're going to go ahead and click on the upgrade button. And there we go. So it's just going to take some time. We'll get some more build slots after we do it. The medical bay is done there. On the left-hand side, I'm going to set to maintain maybe 5 bandages and 2 of these first aid kits. Actually, no, let's do 10 and 5. Sure. And then we'll assign 1 medic to that, and we'll decrease one of our builders by 1. Doggo house. We'll go ahead and build a doggo house too. Oh, we're out of building slot. That's right. But if you build a doggo house, random dogs in the environment will come and join you, assuming that there are any. I think there are some somewhere. I think these are the doggos down here. Yep. I have it on fast forward, so it's hard to see them. Yep, that's a wild beefalo. They look like that, kind of, sorta. But there should be dogs running around. My custom difficulty may have disabled them. I'm not sure. Wild antler there. Oh, I hear dogs barking. That means that there are dogs somewhere. Running around. Alright, well, I'll wait. Alright, no workers at this makeshift lumberjack. I'm going to go ahead and assign, I guess, one lumberjack to that. Take away another builder. People can procreate in this game and create children, and then you have to wait for them to grow up. Nomads will also stop by, as they did earlier, and some may join your village that way. Alright, we're at 8% still. Sometimes you'll come across these sparkling pieces here. That looks like a loot box. Okay, it's locked. Okay, so I need to find a similar sparkle. Click on it a couple of times, and sometimes you'll get a key. There's one there. It's a locked chest. I think there's like 3 or 4 sparkly objects on the map at one time. You can set that in the options menu whenever you're customizing your game. Okay, I may have to explore a little bit more here. Looks like a chicken down there. Alright, well, I'll leave those there. Those chests aren't hurting anyone. Alright, so how are we doing here? 95% done. Alright, let's go ahead and get these houses all queued up and ready to go. We'll put one there. Put one there. And we'll just put something there instead. So that should be enough. We've got 17 population. This will provide, I think, 8 more. So this will be good for a while. This doggo house, let's find a nice out-of-the-way spot for that won't interfere. Maybe we'll put that someplace it's hard to put anything in. It's like a game of Tetris. I guess I'll try and snuggle it like right there. There we go. Got plenty of water. Okay, let's work on... Got a clinic. There's a little number to the left of each window telling you how many you have, which is really convenient. Otherwise, I'd have to sit here and click. My memory is terrible. Defense, food and water. Let's go with a ranger lodge. Lots of wood, lots of rocks, but they can provide defense. Yeah, that's a good spot right there. Alright, assign a miner, take away a builder. And then we're going to want to upgrade our settlement. 18 wood, 18 rocks. 4 more building slots provided, range +2. I'll take it. Now again, this is on a more peaceful mode. I can customize the setup. There's something called corruption in this game. Again, the day that it starts depends on what setting you have it on and what custom settings you have. But corruption will appear, and depending on what you're doing and the more you build and stuff, the worse it gets. And basically, it's sort of like, think of the corruption in Terraria, where it just keeps growing. And it grows towards your base, and monsters will spawn, and you kind of have to keep pushing it back with your towers. I've never reached a point in the game where I've had to deal with that, so I don't know how difficult that actually is. Again, I don't play this very often. I usually get to like an hour or two, and I'm like, okay, I think I've had my fill, or maybe I get mauled by zombies or slimes, what have you. There's our obligatory sneeze for the stream. Looks like doggo house is done. It can hold 6 dogs, so it's just a matter of time before we find a dog and manage to recruit it. On the very bottom, there's a log. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see things like Eowyn mated with Carol, doggo house has been completed, autosave, makeshift housing completed, and so on. So you can see a small log down there of what's going on. Don't need to be sorry you sneezed. I said it was the obligatory sneeze, so it's like it's expected. Therefore, apologizing for the expected, not necessary. Alright, so Ranger Lodge is almost done. We'll go and assign maybe 1 or 2 rangers to it. No workers. Alright, we'll do 1 ranger for now. I kind of want to keep up with the builders. I don't want to take away too many of the builders because we're going to be using a lot of builders to continuously build more and more structures. After this is done upgrading, I'm thinking a kitchen would be a good idea. That way we can refine some of the food, like the raw vegetables. We can cook them maybe into rations, which last longer. As you can see on the tooltip. Can store 24 raw veggies, 24 raw meat, 24 eggs, 8 rations, 8 cooked meat, 8 boiled eggs. So that's a quick look at the food that you can get. You can also slaughter animals for feathers, raw meat, and raw hides. And you can use some of those resources elsewhere. Alright, large settlement is done. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a kitchen. Unfortunately, there's no way to rotate buildings. I looked it up and developers said it was difficult to program to do. Oh, I need cut stone. Okay. So let's go back and do... I think it's manufacturing or refining. It's one of those two. Can refine. Yes, okay. So lumber mill and stone cuttery. We want those two. The lumber mill will turn wood into boards, and the stone cuttery will turn rocks into cut stone. So let's put those down. Maybe something like that. And the stone cuttery we'll put up. I think my stone cuttery is somewhere over here. I'm not sure, but we'll throw that here. And it's even more people we'll have to tear away from being builders, but so it goes. Is that the doggo there? Yeah, wild doggo. At some point, my people will befriend it. The crystillery works the same way. There is a building that lets you harvest crystal, and then you can refine the crystal at the crystillery, and that turns it into like specialized crystal. And that crylithium is what it's called. You can use that to purchase certain things, like the more advanced structures. There's also magic. I don't know too much about this. Apparently there's something called an essence collector. It will generate energy by collecting raw essence from the environment. I need 8 crystals to do it. I don't have any actually. So there's no point in going the magic route yet. Manufacturing, there's an armor smith, a bower, a tumbler, and a tool smithy. The bower is what you need to construct things like quivers and bows, ballistae bolts. The armor smith is for armor. Tumbler is for stone balls. I believe that's for various rock-based towers. Tool smithy, axes, hoes, shovels, wood swords, and so on. But I need iron ingots for that, and I don't... Yeah, so I'm going to stick with the bower, I think. Okay, can't fit that there. I'd rather put it... Yeah, let's do something like that. And once again, we've reached our building limit, so I'm going to go ahead and generate this upgrade. I need 8 boards for this, in addition to rock and wood. I think that's a typo. Upper left, the total amount of living space currently being used, as well as the total available you have in your Ranger Lodge. Alright, let's go ahead and maintain 10 boards, I suppose. Oh, water's certainly not a problem. Bullet, the doggo has joined your village. So we got a wild doggo. We'll assign a carpenter to the new building, and we'll take away one of our builders. Now we've got 5 out of 15 builders, 4 farmers, 1 lumberjack, 1 miner, 1 medic, 2 water masters. I might take that down to 1, just because we've got so much water, it's ridiculous. Alright, this makeshift bow tower is not within our range yet. Once it is, we can go ahead and claim it, or we can just start building ones that are within our city limits. There is a build radius around your village, and upgrading your town center will increase that. Hello, Eagle. How are you? Sage the doggo has joined your village. Alright, so from the looks of it, our carpenters are starting to cut these boards. I mean, they're being used automatically because we've got, yeah, like, for example, we're upgrading this village center. It needs boards, so our inventory is always going to read 0, but we are producing them slowly. Alright, the makeshift bower is done. I'm going to go ahead and assign 1 person to do that. And we'll have 10, we'll maintain 10 of these ballista bolts. We'll do 10 of these quivers and 10 of these bows. Actually, you know what, let's go ahead and do 20 ballista bolts. I don't know if we're going to be using them a lot, but I want to make sure we've got enough. And then we'll go ahead and unassign someone from a builder position. The doggos do attack aggressors, so if there's any monsters that attack your village, they will come to your defense. Stonecutters. I guess we're going to have to assign another person away from builder. There we go. No production set. Let's go ahead and assign that to 10 cut stone. We're going to need some more people here soon. You better cut back on how many farmers we have. That's right. Attack doggos. All right, almost there. 87% done. Okay, so what are we going to build next once that gets upgraded? A band of nomads have arrived in the region. Hopefully some people join my tribe. I'm thinking a crystal harvestry. It needs 8 boards for that. We can start working on these crystals here. Unfortunately, there's no room for it. I'd like to cut down these trees. Patricia Highsmith has joined. Martha Megan Good. Okay. Laura Stock has joined. I guess. I mean, again, I'd like to put it up here, but there's no room. All right, let's do this. I'm going to stop them from, if I can. I'm pretty sure there's a way to undo this. Dismantle, destroy, pause building. I think there's a way to undo that. Maybe control. No, shift. Q to unassign. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to hold it in Q. Do that. I want them to take from this first. Okay. That way there's more structure room, more building room right here. All right, I can now reclaim this makeshift bow tower. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Needs a couple of resources, so we just have to wait for that to be done. We do have a bower now, I believe, so we should start seeing like bows and ballistae bolts and the like. There it is. Hi, Veronica, how are you? There they go. That's what I want. I want them to cut this away so I can fit my building over here. Kyle the doggo has joined your village. Almost there. Keep chopping. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reassign the chopping to occur down here. Just makes more sense, but I wanted to clear this land for them. Nice and close to these crystal deposits. There's also a way to refine that crystal, which I was talking about earlier. I think it's under refining. Yeah, crystallery. And I'm not going to fit that anywhere either. Maybe once I chop some of these crystals away, I'll put it there. Food's still looking good, 76 out of 51. Miko DeRose has been born, okay. Population right now is 22 out of 24. So we still have enough people. Or we still have enough houses, so that's good. Pretty soon we'll have to get another house. Dusk has arrived. It feels peaceful. You can, whenever you're setting up a game, you can adjust the percentage chance that monsters will come out. You can also set it to peaceful mode, to where there are no monsters, and you don't have to worry about the tower defense aspect. You can just build a village, which is cool. Well, the reason I didn't spend more than an hour on this one was because it got crazy hard on the default settings after a while. Like, I couldn't build up fast enough, and I couldn't get enough resources quickly enough to stave off the corruption and the monsters. But now that there's a custom setting, I may spend more than an hour on this. We'll see. It was a rage quit kind of situation. I liked playing it, but I didn't like how difficult it became later on in the game. Alright, we're going to assign one cook. We've got 2 extra people not doing anything. I'll make them builders for right now. Oh, actually, you know what? We've got a crystal harvester that needs manned. Okay, so we've got 5 builders. It's pretty good. Yes, whenever you're setting up a custom game, you can adjust the... you can adjust how quickly the corruption spreads, basically. The corruption is spread a number of different... based on a number of different factors, but you can adjust how quickly it does, or you can turn it off completely. I have it on a very... Like, I adjusted it for a very slow crawl. So, like, I want tower defense, but I don't want it right away. I kind of want to mess around and have fun, and then do tower defense at my own leisure. Alright, I'm going to set up another bow tower. Maybe somewhere... like somewhere out here. And then maybe one up here. You mean Creeper World? Is that what you're talking about? Great game, by the way. I hope they come out with 4 pretty soon. It's a 3D version of it. Alright. I want that refinery, but... Maintenance building. Let's see what that does. Repairs and dismantles buildings as well as maintain roads and clears terrain. I don't think we need that right away. I think we're safe without it. Marketplace allows people to trade with you. Make sure you have some gold, which I do not. Waymakers can create roads, clear terrain, collect rainwater for water purifiers, and so on. Ancillaries, like I mentioned before, instead of upgrading your town center, you can build an ancillary instead, and that adds more building slots. Summer will arrive in 5 days. Monsters will arrive in 16 days. Yep, that's another setting that I set. Normally, monsters would come like around day 5-ish. Maybe even sooner than that. Cerberus the doggo has joined your village. Looks like we've got some dehydrated people. I'm going to build more wells. Just to sort of give people a way to drink. I mean, they should be smart enough to do this on their own, but apparently not. Maybe I'll put the well... Maybe I'll put one there. Actually, let's put it down there. There's a well. We got plenty of water, so I'm not too worried. I'm just adding more wells and fountains for the sake of convenient pickup, I guess. That way they don't have to walk to the one fountain to get it. Alright, I'm going to go with a clucker coop. Can't fit that there. Guess I'll just add it down here somewhere. And I'm out of building slots yet again. Let's go ahead and upgrade our village center. 8 boards, 14 wood, 14 rocks. Lena Jones has been born. Good night to you as well, Ishwa. Hasta luego. Oh, wow, we upgraded that in a hurry. That's good. Let's go with a bottler. Just fit it right there. That works. The bottlers will create bottled water. They'll take the clean water that we have, put them into bottles. People will carry these bottled waters around. That way they don't get as thirsty. I like that. What else don't we have that we could build? Jeffrey joined my village. Laura, Jason, Barden. Yeah, nice. Guess we're going to need some more housing. Maybe some more doggo houses too while we're at it. Alright, that works. Yeah, I'll add another doggo house, because why not? Can never have enough dogs. Gonna take them forever. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take I'm gonna have to put down that crystal refinery building and put it somewhere else. Waiting for this to happen is just gonna take forever. All right, so let's do refining and then crystillery. I would have liked to have put it nearby here, but there's just no room, and I don't want to wait for this to get chopped down. So I'll just throw it down here. How would I describe this game? A pixelated city builder. Tower defense mechanics, somewhat. Town defense, I guess you should say. Alright, I'm going to maintain... Since I've got 29 people, I'm going to go ahead and maintain 35 bottled water. I've got 4 unemployed villagers doing nothing. So we'll go ahead and assign them as builders for right now. Actually, we need a bottler. There we go. I have at least one person assigned to each of these jobs. Got 4 farmers. Food's looking okay. 56 out of 103. Because we're getting up there, though, we may want to build another farm or 2 just to keep up with demand. We'll throw that, I guess, over here somewhere. And I guess we'll have to upgrade this again. 8 boards, 8 cut stone, 8 wood, 8 rock. Who was sleeping? Oh, that's a chicken. Okay, I was like, what in the world? All right, so these golem towers, they require energy. So I think the first thing we need is a essence generator. I think it's under magic. And then there's an essence collector. There we go. So this thing will pull essence from the environment. It stores energy, and then your energy can be given to golems to regenerate them. Crystal motivator, putting them next to crystals will encourage them to grow. Collis Gate, a sacrificial pawn that will convert material items and living tissue into essence. That's kind of sick. We'll just build the essence collector, though, in a minute here. Maintain bottles. Well, instead of people going to a water fountain to drink, the bottlers can bottle the water, and then people can pick it up and put them in their inventory. It's sort of like, think of him or her as an Aquafina peddler, or whatever bottled water you're into. They will create bottled water, pass them out, and be like, hey, have this. That way you can drink on the job without having to interrupt. Alright, essence collector, I'll put that there. Maybe another one for good measure. That's what bots do in Factorio, I guess. Dusk has arrived. It feels peaceful. Alright, I'm going to throw this somewhere out here. Go. Trying to collect more energy if at all possible. And now we're collecting energy. Let's see what we need for those golems. Crystal golem needs 8 rocks, 4 crylithium, and 24 crystals. Stone golem is rocks, crystals. Okay, so it's just a change. It's either wood, rocks, or rocks. So what's the difference? Oh, needs crystals and energy to spawn. Needs rocks and energy to spawn. Needs wood and energy to spawn. Oh, is there a difference between them? Oh, okay, so the wood golems are moderate speed and hit point defensive wood. Okay. The stone is slow-moving but high hit point, and crystal golems have a ranged attack that will protect the village, requires a steady... Okay. So, let's go with a wood golem. Guess we'll put that, like, out here somewhere. Oh, we got a key. I think I have to use my... Yeah. My power to grab. And then there's a chest down here. There we go. Oh, resources. Convenient. All right, let's go ahead and maintain 10 of these Crolithiums. That's the only resource that we don't really have yet. Alright, getting low on vegetables. I may want to... Let's get more farmers in here, too, while I'm thinking about it. We've got 8... Okay, we've got room for 8 farmers. I'm going to go ahead and up that to 8. Bring this down to 3 builders. That should do it. Let's see if there's any other food on the map that I can grab real quick. There's some food over here. Just a little bit. I don't want to harvest too much of it. I want to become dependent on myself. Like, I want to become independent, not dependent on the land itself. Alright, so there's our makeshift wood golem combobulator. Let's hope that it will do its job when the time comes. I was hoping to drag this around. I guess not. There's a large mini-map. Too bad I can't, like, drag the mini-map somewhere else. That would have been convenient. Okay. Alright, I'm going to add another wood golem somewhere down here. One there, maybe one over here. Alright, I'm going to add another farm just to be on the safe side. Put that. Go. Not a bad little village. And again, this game is now out of early access, so it's done now. It's not bad. It has very positive reviews on Steam. It's also $15 should you want to pick it up for yourself. It's not bad, I gotta say. Like, it's been under development for quite a while, though. I remember playing this, I want to say, 3 or 4 years ago, when it was first bare bones. Oh, there's my wood golem. Makeshift housing. Makeshift lumber shack. I don't think I'm going to make use of any of these, honestly. From my understanding, the way corruption works in this game, the further out you go and the more land you claim, the worse the corruption spreads, or the faster it spreads. So sometimes it's a good idea to just hold back for a little bit. But again, I don't know the strategies of this game. I would recommend doing some experimentation. See what works. Or just read a guide. Or you can just turn down the difficulty like I did. That works too. Alright, so we've got, I guess we need to upgrade this again. 8 boards, 8 cut stones. Yeah, we'll upgrade that. Having an ancillary building wouldn't be a bad idea either. I mean, upgrading this is all well and good, but at some point, the ancillary building is going to be cheaper. Yeah, 32 wood and 8 rocks. Can't rotate that. I mean, I could build it out this way, I suppose. Put it up here. Corruption as in, like, Terraria's corruption, evil, land, zombies, bad things spawning and trying to kill you and murder you. Yeah. I don't know where it is. Again, the way I customized my setup, I had it start, like, I think I have it set to spawn, like, I don't know, day 20 plus or something like that. It may not even be on this map right now. Oh, I found a key. Let's go ahead and take this grab thing. Grab it, and I think I have another chest somewhere. Here it is. Wow. Okay. Cool. I guess I won't need a blacksmith anytime soon. What are you confused about? Just grab it. He's sitting there going, huh? Yeah, I guess he's wondering how all of those items fit into that little itty bitty chest. I bet that's what it is. He's like, I took physics in high school. I know that's not correct. Atomically, it's just not correct. Wow, 6 kids. I better get another house. Our population is going to spiral out of control here pretty soon. I only have 3 builders, so this may take a while, I'm just saying. Alright, let's see what our kitchen's doing. 2 boiled eggs, that's good. I don't see any rations stored up here, but I'm hoping that our chef is making rations out of this. It's the same thing as the bottled water. People can carry the rations around and eat that. I'd love to construct more buildings, but at the same time, I don't have enough people. They're spread pretty thin. I've got 3 builders left. I want to try the stone golems too while I'm thinking about it. Just to see what they look like. Let's throw that. Guess we'll throw it here. Alright, looks like the ancillary has been completed. That gives us more No workers. So we have to actually have organizes resources throughout the entire village, distributing resources wherever they're needed. I'll go ahead and assign someone to do that, but problem is, who do we take away from? The farmers don't want to do that. I guess we'll have to bring ourselves down to 2 builders for right now, and just not really build anything else until we get more people. I guess we can build towers. I mean, I don't need to man them. Makeshift ballista tower. 24 wood, 24 cut stones, 32 rocks, 6 crystals. Uses ballistae bolts. I'll go ahead and make a couple of those. Put one there. Put one there. That'll keep our builders busy for a while, and put one over here. I don't know if monsters can come this way. I may want to add... Oh, someone's been born. Is that food? Might as well grab it. Yeah, it's a little bit of food. We'll take it. And I think I will put a tower or 2 up here, if it lets me. No, it's outside my range. Maybe I'll do something like this. "13 homes have no food." That's not good. 5 buildings are damaged. 1 villager is hungry. Building list. Okay. Resources. Population. So we've got, looks like 6 children. Ten total golems. Awesome. Hopefully they don't eat or drink anything. Nope. They have no needs other than health. Oh wait, I'm looking at the makeshift ballista tower. Looking for, oh, there's a stone golem. Nope. According to this, 357 health. Strength, dexterity, yeah. Experience bar. Okay, cool. They have no needs. That's good. All right, so as much as I'd like to keep going with this is going to take a while. As you can see, it's sort of just slowing down a bit. I really can't do much until more people show up. And I didn't say I was going to keep this as a short stream, but I think you guys get the idea. It's not a bad game, like I said. 15 bucks on Steam, should you want to check it out for yourself. I'm going to save and exit. And yeah, there's more places to set up. So if you don't like that quiet forest map, instead you can come, say, to Clearland or Greenham or Loracor, Apple Meadow and Outlands. So there's a lot of different maps to try out should you want to do that. There's also a skirmish back at the main menu should you want to mess with that. And you can also change your difficulty. There's Nightmare, Survival, Traditional, Peaceful, Custom, which is what I did, and then a Sandbox. So you pick which one you want and then have at it. I'm keeping my custom. Alright, so there you go. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.